Common cards are some of the most underloved and undervalued cards in the Pokemon hobby. Whether it's throwing them away, giving them to your cats to play with, or just putting them in a box somewhere, we often overlook these wonderful pieces of art. Each and every one of these cards should be treated with the same love and care we give to our more rare and expensive cards. Welcome to Common Masterpieces, a series where I will be looking at each and every English set and picking the 10 best common and uncommon cards from within. Please remember I'm ranking these cards purely based on my own opinion of the artwork, so feel free to disagree in the comments. Alright everybody, welcome back to episode 3 of Common Masterpieces. This episode will be focusing on the third set of the trading card game, Pokemon trading card game, Fossil. So Fossil was released in English on October 10th, 1999. There are 62 total cards, so 2 less than the previous set, Jungle, with 16 commons and 16 uncommons. So let's get right into it. Alright, number 10 on the list, a returning artist, Himeno, with this Golduck artwork. So I really like this Golduck artwork. It's interesting because the bill is dark brown, which is unusual for Golduck. I think, actually, I'm not sure if it is. Either way, I'll put a picture of what modern day Golduck looks like in editing. But yeah, I really like this card. It's not the best Himeno artwork, but it's a bit bland and dark in the background, but I do enjoy it. So that's number 10. Number 9, another returning artist in Arita with this Magmar. This Magmar, I mean, it's just classic Arita, right? I mean, it's just good. There's not much else to say about it. It's just cool. It is a bit dark, and I do prefer the brighter colored cards. The background's a bit dark, but I think it works okay. I think it maybe would have looked cooler if the lava was like emitting more light, but I do think the contrast with the like flames on the head being bright compared to the dark background works well. So yeah, that's number 9. Number 8, we have Himeno again with this Golbat. Not a little bit of a derpy Golbat, but what really makes it is this background. Look at this moon. Let me see if I can zoom in even further. Look at the moon. Excuse me. Look at the moon in the background. The background looks so nice on this card. And, I mean, the derpiness of Golbat, excuse me, is kind of cute, I guess. It kind of has a certain charm to it. So yeah, that's number 8. And number 7, back to Arita with this Horsey. Again, classic Arita, right? The red eyes of this Horsey are interesting. I'll have to double check and see if that's how it is in today's depictions. But it's interesting seeing Horsey like actually use its ink like it did in the anime, I believe, with Misty. In the background, it kind of reminds me of like a kelp forest almost. Maybe, I guess, not so much kelp, but like with the greenish water. But yeah, really cool card, and that's number 6. Number 5, a returning artist from the first episode in base set, but not in Jungle, Sugimori with this Arbok here. So yeah, this Arbok, it stands out to me among the Sugimori artwork in this set. I don't really know why, because it does still have that classic Sugimori, like, stock background, like, with a blur effect, right? But I think it really works well with this Arbok, similarly to how it worked in base set with the Ivysaur. I do just really like this card. I think possibly it's just the contrast with the green and purple. I really like those 2 colors, and I think they look good on this card. The shade of green, with the like purple. So yeah, that's number 5. I said that Arbok was 5, but it was actually 6. This is number 5. A first-time artist with Miki. That says Takano, but I always thought it was Takana. I'll have to double check that on post. I'm pretty sure it's Miki Takana, unless it's a different artist. But anyway, this is Slowpoke. Just like, I don't know, it's such a unique artwork because it's just so basic, but I love it so much. Like, it's just like probably one of the most basic artworks you can think of. The Pokemon, blank grass, sky, and clouds. The only thing that would make it even more basic would be like a sun in the corner, like kids always used to draw. But the simplicity works on this one. So yeah, that's why it's number 5. Number 4 on the list, the Slowpoke evolved into a Slowbro with another Himeno artwork. Again, similar things like I've said about Himeno in the previous episode, Jungle, just the backgrounds and the coloring, it's just perfect. Like, I love this art style with, it really reminds me of like 60s, or I guess 70s, like colors and everything like that. So really cool. So that's number 4. Number 3, our first fossil Pokemon, Himeno with this Ammonite. So yeah, this Ammonite, I mean, come on. Is this not the most adorable Ammonite you've ever seen? Like, this card has to be one of the most adorable cards that there is. I mean, it's so cute. And still, same thing stands with the background, the sunset. The colors on this card are just, like, amazing. Especially with the ruins in the background. Perfect card. In my opinion, like, so adorable. So yeah, that's number 3. So honestly, these top 3 could be exchanged. They're pretty much equal in my eyes. So I'm just gonna say it. This Ammonite, this card that's coming up next, and the one I chose for number 1, they could all be number 1s. So that number 3 though, number 2 is Psyduck. Again by Himeno. I mean, you can't go wrong with Himeno, I feel like. Especially her earlier stuff is just so perfect. I mean, look at him looking at the reflection. I don't know. Something about this card is really, like, serene and peaceful. And again, the dark bill on this one, similar to Golduck, which is not how it's typically done today, anyway. So yeah, that's number 2. But like I said, could also be number 1. Number 1 on my list, but the previous 2 could easily take the spot as well. We have Arita with this Grimer. It may be kind of an unusual pick. But this card is like, it's just really nice looking. Like, I feel like a lot of Arita's art, especially his earlier stuff, is very professional and very, like, almost like you could see it in like an art museum or something, right? Obviously, you probably wouldn't see a Grimer in an art museum, but like the moon, the light, the background, how everything is illustrated, it looks like semi-realistic. And, you know, then you add in Grimer, and it's like, he's adorable, right? It's Grimer. So yeah, that's number 1. And that is episode 3, Common Masterpieces, the fossil set. So yeah, thanks for watching.